Welcome to Wisdom Matrix 1111. Today we dive into The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, Law by Law. This book is a masterful exploration of the dynamics of power, influence, and strategy. Spanning around 10 to 11 hours of reading, this book is dense with historical anecdotes, psychological insights, and timeless principles designed to help you navigate the complex structures of human interactions. We've distilled the essence of each law, capturing their core messages to provide you with a concise, efficient, and impactful understanding. Whether you're aiming to sharpen your skills in influence, protect yourself from manipulation, or simply broaden your perspective, these laws offer invaluable insights for navigating both professional and personal spheres. So, let's dive in. The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, summarized and presented by Wisdom Matrix 1111. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Power lies in understanding the delicate dynamics of ego and pride. If you are too brilliant, too competent, or too overt in your abilities, you risk overshadowing those above you. It's essential to navigate relationships with a subtle touch, ensuring that your superiors feel secure in their authority. Let their light shine brighter than yours. Present your talents in ways that complement, not compete. By flattering their intelligence and bolstering their confidence, you pave the way for trust and favor. Power comes not from exposing your greatness, but from subtly directing attention to the accomplishments of your superiors, ensuring they feel secure and appreciated in their position. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use enemies. Friends can be unreliable allies in the pursuit of power. Their loyalty often wavers, and their emotions may cloud their judgment. Be cautious with friends. Their loyalty can waver under the strain of envy or entitlement. Familiarity might lead them to withhold truths, posing unseen risks. Treasure friends for the joy of companionship, but entrust critical tasks to those with proven skill and expertise. Keep enemies close, not out of affection or trust, but because they can be turned into valuable assets when handled wisely. Enemies, when won over, can become staunch allies, eager to prove their loyalty to erase past grievances. Be strategic in your relationships. Those who once opposed you may work harder to earn your favor than friends who assume it is guaranteed. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Power thrives in mystery. By keeping your true motives hidden, you maintain control over others' perceptions and reactions. If your plans are transparent, you invite scrutiny, opposition, and sabotage. Disguise your goals behind layers of ambiguity, presenting harmless decoys or weaving false narratives to keep others guessing. People are naturally drawn to certainty, yet their curiosity leaves them vulnerable to manipulation. When your moves are inscrutable, your opponents will find themselves disoriented, unable to counter strategies they cannot predict. Master the art of deception and make your silence more persuasive than your words. As Robert Greene suggests, always keep your plans hidden. Deception is the ultimate weapon to control others. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. Words can be powerful tools or dangerous weapons. The more you say, the more likely you are to reveal your thoughts, intentions, or vulnerabilities. Silence, on the other hand, creates an aura of mystery and strength. People are drawn to those who speak with deliberate brevity, for their words carry weight and significance. Resist the urge to fill silences with unnecessary chatter. It only dilutes your power and invites misinterpretation. In any interaction, let your words be few, purposeful, and impossible to ignore. A silent enigma commands more respect than a talkative fool. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. It defines how others perceive you and determines how they respond to your actions. A strong reputation opens doors, earns respect, and instills fear in adversaries. However, it is fragile, vulnerable to slander, envy, and betrayal. Protect it relentlessly. Strike swiftly and decisively against anyone who threatens to tarnish your name. Simultaneously cultivate the image you wish to project, ensuring every move reinforces your persona. Reputation is a shield and a sword. Wield it wisely, for it is your greatest asset in the pursuit of influence. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Obscurity is a death sentence for power. To command influence, you must command attention. People gravitate toward what is bold, audacious, and captivating, so make yourself impossible to ignore. Dramatic gestures, unexpected moves, or even deliberate controversy can thrust you into the spotlight. Avoid blending into the background. Anonymity will render you irrelevant. As Greene states, make yourself a magnet of attention by appearing larger, more colorful, more mysterious than the bland and timid masses. In a world growing increasingly banal and familiar, what seems enigmatic instantly draws attention. Never make it too clear what you are doing or about to do. Do not show all your cards. An air of mystery heightens your presence. It also creates anticipation. Everyone will be watching you to see what happens next. Be mindful, though, once attention is gained, it must be managed. Too much spectacle can lead to ridicule or fatigue. Balance visibility with intrigue, ensuring your presence always fascinates and leaves them wanting more. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Leverage is the hallmark of power. Why exhaust yourself when you can harness the efforts of others? Delegation is not just a practical strategy, it is a means of extending your influence. Leverage others' efforts to multiply your success. Credit is worth more than labor. Let others toil to bring your vision to life, but ensure that the final product bears your name and reinforces your authority. History remembers those who claim achievements, not those who worked behind the scenes. Acknowledge contributions sparingly, if at all, and redirect the glory toward yourself. By mastering this art, you create the illusion of boundless capability while conserving your energy for the next conquest. Next, Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Power belongs to those who hold the high ground. By making others seek you out, you maintain control over the terms of engagement. Force is crude, attraction is refined. Lure others with promises, opportunities, or even subtle provocations that stir their curiosity or desire. Once they step into your domain, they are at your mercy. Whether in negotiations, conflicts, or alliances, avoid chasing after others. It signals neediness and weakens your position. Instead, construct an aura of value and indispensability that compels them to come to you. The one who controls the meeting point controls the game. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Words are cheap, but actions are undeniable. Arguments may win temporary victories, but they breed resentment and seldom change hearts or minds. Demonstrate your ideas, principles, or superiority through tangible deeds that leave no room for debate. When your actions speak for themselves, opponents are left with no counter. Silence their objections not with rhetoric, but with results. Avoid the temptation to prove yourself in verbal duels. Instead, let your accomplishments broadcast your worth. True power is in outcomes, not opinions. So demonstrate your power through actions. Law 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. Misfortune is contagious. Those who radiate negativity, despair, or chronic bad luck can infect you with their mindset and drag you into their downward spiral. People's emotions and attitudes are like diseases. Proximity alone can be enough to transfer their malaise. Protect yourself by identifying and distancing yourself from these toxic influences. Surround yourself instead with individuals who exude positivity, strength, and success. Just as good health depends on avoiding sickness, Your power depends on avoiding the afflicted. Be ruthless in maintaining your emotional and social hygiene. Negative energy is contagious. Surround yourself with winners, not misfortune. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Power thrives on dependency. To secure control, make others reliant on your skills, resources, or influence. If they feel they can function without you, your importance diminishes. Offer value that others cannot easily replicate, ensuring their loyalty is tied to their need for you. Avoid empowering them to the point where they outgrow your utility. Dependency is the leash that keeps people bound to your will. Master the balance between helping and withholding to create an indispensable role for yourself in their lives. Remember, power comes from creating dependency. The more people need you, the more control you have. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. A well-timed act of honesty or generosity can dismantle suspicion and lower defenses. By offering an unexpected gesture of kindness or truth, you create an illusion of sincerity and goodwill, making others more vulnerable to your influence. This strategy works best when your motives remain concealed, as genuine generosity can betray your plans. An honest move can shatter suspicion. Generosity creates loyalty you can later exploit. Select your moments carefully, ensuring that your actions seem genuine yet calculated. The trust you build through this technique becomes a gateway to deeper manipulation, as those disarmed by your gestures rarely see the trap until it's too late. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to the self-interests of others, never to their mercy or gratitude. People are driven by self-interest, not altruism. When seeking help, do not rely on appeals to compassion or gratitude. Such emotions are fleeting and unreliable. Instead, frame your request in terms of what the other party stands to gain. Show them how aiding you aligns with their goals, enhances their status, or fulfills their desires. By making it about them, not you, you ensure their cooperation is rooted in their self-interest, which is far more compelling and enduring than sentimentality. Speak to their wants, and watch your influence grow. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Knowledge is power, and the best way to acquire it is by gaining proximity and trust. Present yourself as a loyal confidant, cultivating an image of warmth and camaraderie. While others lower their guard, use the opportunity to observe, listen, and gather intelligence. Knowing others' secrets gives you power. Appear warm to extract information. The information you collect will become your most valuable asset, arming you with insights to predict moves, exploit weaknesses, and stay ahead. Be subtle and discreet. Your facade must never falter. In the game of power, the most effective spies are those no one suspects. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Half measures lead to ruin in the struggle for power. As Greene states, a vanquished foe who remains will seek revenge, destroy completely to end threats. When you confront an enemy, ensure their complete and utter defeat. Leaving a rival wounded but alive only invites retaliation, as they will regroup and strike back with renewed determination. Absolute destruction removes the possibility of future threats and consolidates your dominance. Whether through reputation, resources, or influence, annihilate their ability to challenge you. Mercy is a weakness your adversaries will exploit. Finality is the only guarantee of lasting security. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Overexposure diminishes value. When you are always present, your presence becomes ordinary, and people take you for granted. By occasionally withdrawing, you create a void that magnifies your importance. Absence sharpens others' appreciation and makes them yearn for your return. The key is timing. Disappear at the height of your influence, not during moments of irrelevance. Use your absence strategically to cultivate mystique and enhance your worth. Just as a rare gem commands admiration, your scarcity will make you irresistible. As Greene states, too much circulation makes the price go down. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. If you are already established in a group, temporary withdrawal from it will make you more talked about, even more admired. You must learn when to leave. Create value through scarcity. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Predictability breeds complacency, but unpredictability commands attention and respect. When your actions defy expectation, others are left uncertain and off balance, unable to anticipate your next move. This sense of instability grants you a psychological edge, as fear and awe often go hand in hand. Avoid routine and monotony. Instead, intersperse calculated surprises in your behavior. This unpredictability will make others hesitant to challenge you, unsure of how you might react. Master the art of being enigmatic, being unpredictable, and power will follow. The key to power lies in being unpredictable and shrouded in mystery. Next, Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Isolation may seem like a sanctuary from threats, but it is a trap that weakens your position. By cutting yourself off, you lose touch with critical information and allies, leaving you vulnerable to attack. True power comes from engagement, staying connected to people, networks, and events. A fortress may shield you physically, but it will isolate you strategically. Instead of retreating, immerse yourself in the currents of the world. Remain accessible, informed, and adaptable, for a leader surrounded by walls is merely a prisoner of their own making. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Don't offend the wrong person. Not all opponents are created equal, and underestimating the wrong person can be disastrous. Some people retaliate with disproportionate force while others bide their time and strike when least expected. Study people carefully to understand their temperaments, ambitions, and capacities for revenge. Avoid unnecessary confrontations and never provoke those who can harm you. Wisdom lies in discerning whom to challenge, whom to ally with, and whom to avoid entirely. Picking your battles wisely is not just strategy, it's survival. Law 20. Don't commit to anyone. Allegiance is a double-edged sword, binding you to the agendas of others and limiting your freedom. Keep your options open by avoiding deep commitments. When you remain unattached, others will vie for your favor, offering you greater leverage and control. Float between camps, appearing supportive but non-committal, so no one can claim you as their own. This independence makes you unpredictable and keeps people seeking your approval. True power lies in being the master of your loyalties, not the servant of someone else's cause. As Greene says, do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another, making them pursue you. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Appear dumber than your mark. Feigning ignorance can be a potent weapon. When you appear less intelligent or capable than you are, others lower their guard, revealing their true intentions and vulnerabilities. Use this illusion to your advantage, making your opponents overconfident while you quietly plot your moves. People are more likely to underestimate and expose themselves when they think they're superior. By hiding your strengths and playing the fool, you turn the tables on those who think they're manipulating you. The greatest con is letting others believe they hold the upper hand. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. Sometimes, retreat is the path to ultimate victory. When faced with overwhelming force, resistance often leads to unnecessary losses. Instead, surrender strategically. By yielding, you disarm your opponent's aggression, giving yourself time to regroup and exploit their overconfidence. This tactic turns weakness into strength, as the art of yielding can lull enemies into complacency or expose their vulnerabilities. True power lies in knowing when to fight and when to retreat, understanding that surrender is not defeat, but a calculated step toward ultimate control. So, make surrender a tool of power. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Scattered efforts dilute impact, while concentrated energy achieves maximum results. Focus your resources, time, and influence on a singular pivotal point to create the greatest effect. Diversifying too much weakens your position, leaving you vulnerable and ineffective. Just as a magnifying glass focuses sunlight to ignite a flame, channeling your efforts intensifies your power. Choose your targets wisely and pursue them relentlessly, ensuring that your strength is always felt where it matters most. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. In environments governed by hierarchy and intrigue, mastering the art of the courtier is essential. Charm, discretion, and adaptability are your greatest tools. Avoid bluntness and ostentation. Instead, subtly influence those above you while maintaining the loyalty of peers. Be agreeable, yet unpredictable. Loyal, yet opportunistic. The perfect courtier is a master of appearances, knowing when to flatter, when to retreat, and when to assert influence without appearing ambitious. This skill makes you indispensable while keeping your true intentions hidden. As Greene states, the perfect courtier thrives in a world where everything revolves around power and political dexterity. He has mastered the art of indirection. He flatters, yields to superiors, and asserts power over others in the most oblique and graceful manner. Learn and apply the laws of courtiership, and there will be no limit to how far you can rise in the court. Law 25. Recreate yourself. Identity is not fixed. It is a canvas on which you can continually paint new images of yourself. To gain influence and power, never be constrained by how others perceive you or by past definitions of who you are. Embrace reinvention, crafting a persona that aligns with your ambitions and the demands of your environment. Control your image meticulously. Be what the moment requires, captivating those around you with your adaptability. So, forge your identity with intent. Never let others define who you are. By mastering the art of self-reinvention, you transcend limitations and maintain control over how the world sees you. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. The appearance of innocence is essential for maintaining influence. When dealing with controversial or unethical actions, ensure your involvement is undetectable. Distance yourself from scandal and blame. Let others bear the dirty work. Use intermediaries or scapegoats to shield yourself from blame while still benefiting from the results. This creates an image of purity, even when the reality is more complex. Being perceived as above reproach enhances trust and authority, while dirtying your hands openly undermines your reputation. Let others do the unpleasant work while you remain untarnished in the public eye. Law 27. Create a cult-like following by playing on people's need to believe. Humans crave purpose and belonging, making them susceptible to charismatic leaders who promise certainty and meaning. Harness this need by positioning yourself as a figure of authority and vision. Tap into desires for faith and purpose. Create a sense of destiny around you. Offer simple, compelling ideas and deliver them with confidence. Use rituals, symbols, and exclusivity to bind followers to you, creating loyalty that borders on devotion. Never over-explain or over-intellectualize. Appeal to emotions and instincts instead. By becoming the center of their beliefs, you gain unwavering support and a loyal power base. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. Hesitation breeds failure, while boldness commands respect and success. When you act decisively and with confidence, others are more likely to follow your lead or be intimidated into submission. Indecision exposes doubt and invites opposition, but boldness inspires belief in your strength. Even if risks are involved, acting boldly increases your chances of victory as fortune favors those who dare. Move with assurance, speak with conviction, and execute your plans with unwavering determination. Greene states, "If you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. Your doubts and hesitations will infect your execution. Timidity is dangerous. Better to enter with boldness. Any mistakes you commit through audacity are easily corrected with more audacity. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid." Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. The key to achieving your goals lies in foresight. Before taking action, visualize every step leading to the desired outcome, including potential obstacles and contingencies. Without a clear end game, you risk being derailed by unforeseen challenges or distractions. By planning meticulously, you maintain control and navigate situations with precision. The greatest strategists think several moves ahead, ensuring their efforts align with their ultimate objectives. Anticipate consequences, adapt as needed, and stay focused until the goal is fully realized. Next, Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Effortlessness creates the illusion of mastery, making your achievements appear natural and inevitable. By concealing the hard work, preparation, and struggles behind your success, you inspire awe and admiration. Avoid revealing the effort involved. This diminishes the impact and invites scrutiny. Instead, let the results speak for themselves, projecting an image of ease and control. What is understandable is not awe-inspiring. The more mystery surrounds your actions, the more awesome your power seems. When people believe your accomplishments are the product of innate talent or genius, they respect and elevate you even more. Greene suggests, when you act effortlessly, as if you could do much more. Avoid the temptation of revealing how hard you work. It only raises questions. Teach no one your tricks or they will be used against you. So, hide the toil of your achievements. Effortlessness inspires awe. Next, Law 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. True power lies in the ability to frame decisions so that others feel they have a choice, while in reality, every option serves your agenda. Shape the playing field by limiting alternatives and presenting your desired outcome as the most appealing. People resist being forced, but they willingly follow when they believe the choice is theirs. This illusion of freedom disarms resistance and ensures compliance. In essence, limit choices to your advantage. Manipulate circumstances to dictate outcomes. Master the art of subtle manipulation by crafting scenarios where no matter what others choose, the advantage is always yours. Law 32. Play into people's fantasies. Reality can be harsh, but fantasies are a safe haven for the human mind. To influence others, align your vision with their deepest desires and dreams, offering them an escape from the mundane. Logic and reason pale in comparison to the allure of imagination. Learn to understand what people truly yearn for. When you grasp what people long for, it becomes possible to craft a narrative that holds their attention and stirs their emotions. Become the architect of their fantasies, and they will follow you willingly, entranced by the vision you promise to make real. Moving on to Law 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Pay close attention to what people reveal about themselves through their words, actions, or emotional reactions, and use that knowledge strategically. To influence or manipulate others subtly, target their vulnerabilities without using overt force. The key to power lies in observation and understanding, turning their inner world, such as their desires, fears, and insecurity, into a tool for your own advantage. As Greene states, everyone has a weakness, a gap in the castle wall. That weakness is usually an insecurity, an uncontrollable emotion or need. It can also be a small secret pleasure. Either way, once found, it is a thumbscrew you can turn to your advantage. Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. Carry yourself with the confidence and dignity of royalty, and others will naturally see you as deserving of respect and authority. As Greene says, the way you carry yourself will often determine how you are treated. In the long run, appearing vulgar or common will make people disrespect you. For a king respects himself and inspires the same sentiment in others. By acting regally and confident of your powers, you make yourself seem destined to wear a crown. People judge you based on how you present yourself. Projecting an air of self-assurance and entitlement encourages them to treat you accordingly. Avoid behavior that seems petty or desperate, as it undermines your stature. Instead, exude calm, poise, and a sense of purpose, as if your position is unquestionable. By thinking and acting like a king, you subtly train others to see you as one. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Timing is everything in the pursuit of power. Knowing when to act and when to wait is a skill that separates the successful from the impatient. Be like a predator, observing and analyzing the situation until the perfect moment to strike arises. Acting too early wastes effort, while acting too late squanders opportunity. As Greene suggests, always seem patient, as if you know that everything will come to you eventually. Become a detective of the right moment. Sniff out the spirit of the times, the trends that will carry you to power. Learn to stand back when the time is not yet ripe, and to strike fiercely when it has reached fruition. So, develop patience and a keen sense of the rhythm of events, aligning your moves with the flow of circumstances. The ability to act at the right time amplifies your effectiveness and impact. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. Focusing on what you cannot have only increases its allure, making you appear weak and desperate. Instead, turn your attention elsewhere, displaying indifference and self-control. What you ignore loses its power over you and diminishes in importance to others. By refusing to acknowledge or engage with things beyond your reach, you project strength and composure. This strategy denies satisfaction to your adversaries and protects your energy for pursuits that truly matter. Master the art of disdain, and you remain unshaken by distractions. Obsession with the unattainable weakens you. Let go, and you retain power. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. Dazzle the senses to distract and captivate. Dramatic and visually striking events leave lasting impressions, making people forget to question your motives. A well-orchestrated spectacle can command attention, foster loyalty, and mask any weaknesses. Symbols, ceremonies, and theatrics have the power to move crowds and establish your authority without the need for words. Learn to weave awe-inspiring displays into your strategy, using their emotional pull to dominate hearts and minds, leaving logic and resistance in the shadows. Find and associate yourself with powerful images and symbols to gain power. Next, Law 38. Think as you like, but behave like others. Your true thoughts and beliefs are your own, but to gain power, conceal them behind a facade of conformity. Openly challenging the norms or flaunting your uniqueness can provoke suspicion, envy, or hostility. By blending in, you disarm potential adversaries and make yourself seem harmless. Play the game of society, outwardly adhering to its rules, while secretly pursuing your own path. This duality allows you to navigate the world of power without arousing unnecessary resistance. As Greene states, if you make a show of going against the times, flaunting your unconventional ideas and unorthodox ways, people will think that you only want attention and that you look down upon them. They will find a way to punish you for making them feel inferior. It is far safer to blend in and nurture the common touch. Share your originality only with tolerant friends and those who are sure to appreciate your uniqueness. Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Chaos is a powerful tool when used strategically. Greene suggests that you must always stay calm and objective. But if you can make your enemies angry while staying calm yourself, you gain a decided advantage. In essence, by agitating your adversaries or rivals, you can provoke them into emotional reactions and mistakes. Patience and calmness on your part allow you to maintain control as others lose theirs. When people are unsettled, their judgment clouds, and they become easier to manipulate. Stir the waters carefully, creating just enough confusion to obscure your intentions and bait your targets into traps of their own making. Control the storm while staying above its fray. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. Nothing is truly free, and accepting gifts or favors often comes with invisible strings. Free offerings can trap you in obligations or make you appear weak and dependent. Instead, value the power of self-reliance and display your ability to pay your way. As Greene states, what is offered for free is dangerous. It usually involves either a trick or a hidden obligation. What has worth is worth paying for. By paying your own way, you stay clear of gratitude, guilt, and deceit. It is also often wise to pay the full price. There is no cutting corners with excellence. Be lavish with your money and keep it circulating, for generosity is a sign and a magnet for power. So, by rejecting handouts, you command respect and maintain control over your choices. Show generosity when it serves your purposes, but always remember that freedom comes from avoiding debts, both financial and emotional. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Living in the shadow of a predecessor with an illustrious reputation is a dangerous path. Imitating their methods or trying to fill their shoes invites unflattering comparisons and limits your ability to establish your own legacy. Build a unique identity and create your own path, setting yourself apart from those who came before. Distinguish yourself with innovation and originality, ensuring your achievements are measured on your terms rather than being tied to the greatness of another. Gain power by standing out in your unique way. Law 42. Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will scatter. Powerful groups and movements are often anchored by a single figure who holds everything together. Identify this individual, the shepherd, and neutralize them to destabilize their flock. Without their leader, people lose direction and cohesion, making them easy to manipulate or defeat. Whether through persuasion, removal, or discrediting, focus your efforts on the source of power rather than wasting energy on the masses. Cut off the head and the body will falter. As Greene says, strike at the source of the trouble and the sheep will scatter. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Power is rooted not just in actions, but in how others perceive you. Win over people's emotions by appealing to their desires, values, and fears. Logic alone rarely sways hearts. Emotional connections build loyalty and trust. Show empathy, offer reassurance, and align yourself with their needs to make them see you as indispensable. Winning the hearts and minds of others creates allies who will support you willingly, rather than through coercion or fear. When dealing with opposition, soften resistance by framing your ideas in ways that appeal to shared goals or higher ideals. People are more likely to align with you if they believe your vision benefits them. Always remember that a well-won heart is more enduring than a forced allegiance. Hearts and minds once captured serve as the foundation of lasting influence and power. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Reflection can be a weapon. By mirroring the actions, words, or attitudes of others, you put them off balance, exposing their true selves or creating confusion. This tactic can diffuse hostility, as people find it difficult to fight their own reflection. Alternatively, use the mirror to provoke anger by copying rivals in ways that highlight their flaws or insecurities. Whether for manipulation or defense, the mirror effect is a subtle yet potent means of control. As Greene states, the mirror reflects reality, but it is also the perfect tool for deception. When you mirror your enemies, doing exactly as they do, they cannot figure out your strategy. The mirror effect mocks and humiliates them, making them overreact. By holding up a mirror to their psyches, you seduce them with the illusion that you share their values. By holding up a mirror to their actions, you teach them a lesson. Few can resist the power of the mirror effect. Next, Law 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Radical change triggers fear and resistance. When advocating for transformation, rapid in familiar traditions and gradual adjustments to ease the transition. People cling to stability, and sudden shifts risk backlash and chaos. Greene suggests, if you are new to a position of power or an outsider trying to build a power base, make a show of respecting the old way of doing things. If change is necessary, make it feel like a gentle improvement on the past. Present reforms as a natural progression rather than a break from the past, and always highlight the continuity of what they value most. By controlling the pace and framing of change, you lead others without alarming them. Law 46. Never appear too perfect. Flawless success invites envy, a destructive force that can undermine your power. Displaying some imperfections makes you more relatable and less of a target. While competence and achievement are essential, overplaying your superiority can alienate allies and provoke hidden rivals. By acknowledging vulnerabilities or showing humility, you disarm resentment and maintain support. Balance strength with subtle displays of humanity to avoid becoming the victim of others' insecurities. As Greene states, appearing better than others is always dangerous, but most dangerous of all is to appear to have no faults or weaknesses. Envy creates silent enemies. It is smart to occasionally display defects and admit to harmless vices in order to deflect envy and appear more human and approachable. Only gods and the dead can seem perfect with impunity. Law 47. Don't go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. Excessive ambition in the wake of victory can lead to ruin. Success often brings a dangerous confidence that tempts you to overreach, pushing too far and triggering resistance. True power lies in knowing when to consolidate your gains and step back gracefully. Celebrate your victories, but remain disciplined, resisting the allure of unnecessary risks. Restraint in triumph secures long-term dominance and prevents the backlash of overextension. Master the art of leaving the stage at the height of your power, letting others perceive your success as effortless and complete. A well-timed exit protects your reputation and leaves others yearning for your next move. Remember, restraint is not weakness, but a sign of strategic foresight. By knowing when to stop, you maintain control and ensure that each victory becomes a stepping stone to even greater achievements. Finally, Law 48. Assume formlessness. Adaptability is the ultimate power. Rigidity in your plans, identity, or strategies makes you predictable and vulnerable to manipulation or attack. Embrace fluidity, shifting your approach as circumstances demand. Like water, which takes the shape of its container, be flexible enough to outmaneuver opposition and thrive in changing environments. By remaining elusive and indefinable, you maintain control while keeping others guessing, making it impossible for them to pin you down or overpower you. As Greene states, instead of taking a form for your enemy to grasp, keep yourself adaptable and on the move. Accept the fact that nothing is certain and no law is fixed. The best way to protect yourself is to be as fluid and formless as water. Never bet on stability or lasting order. Everything changes. True formlessness also means shedding ego-driven attachments that lock you into outdated roles or ways of thinking. So, let go of rigidity, and you become unshackled, free to explore new opportunities and counter threats from unexpected angles. In an ever-changing world, those who resist change are left behind, while those who flow with it emerge as masters of their destiny. Make fluidity your weapon, and you will stay one step ahead, untouchable and in control of power. So there you have it, a condensed journey through the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This thought-provoking masterpiece delves into the art of influence, strategy, and understanding human dynamics. From mastering the subtlety of calculated actions to embracing adaptability and formlessness, each law offers timeless lessons that empower you to navigate the complexities of life and relationships with precision. If you're looking to elevate your understanding of power and apply it in a way that aligns with your goals, Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power is absolutely a must-read. By mastering these 48 laws, you can unlock new perspectives, enhance your decision-making, and build a life of purpose, influence, and resilience. But remember, power is a tool, neither inherently good nor evil. Its value lies in how you wield it. Whether you seek to lead, protect, or inspire, the wisdom within these laws can guide you, provided that you apply them with mindfulness and integrity. Thank you for tuning in to Wisdom Matrix 1111. Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. May your journey towards success and fulfillment never cease. Keep refining yourself and wielding the laws of power wisely. Until next time, peace.